back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something horrible that happened. We had to postpone the Tesla delivery again. Thanks to Corona.
So this is the second postponement if you look at our channel and our other videos.
So we have a Model 3 that we ordered back in May now.
Long range, all-wheel drive.
With the full self-driving, and I don't know, some people say it's a waste of $6,000, but I want to be able to do the summon and the smart parking and all that stuff, but we'll see. Apparently Elon Musk has promised that it should be functional soon, blah, 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 blah. He's been using it around to go from his house to work. I've seen something recently about that, so we'll see. I think it's coming sooner rather than later, but I'm an optimist. But you mostly handled the conversation about the postponement, so maybe you can fill in on how that went.
Well, like my original video, I'll post a link below. Basically, because of a lot of stuff going on with selling one of our houses and my current car, I had to get a bunch of work done on it so I could sell it or trade it in. We had to postpone it like 6 weeks ago. That was a really easy process. Patrick from Sarasota, very understanding guy, very understanding. He was like, don't worry about it, no big deal. Like, a month from now, we'll put you back in the queue. Great, perfect. Then Corona happened.
I got it. Still kind of have it, apparently.
So, yeah. So basically, if you watch our channel before, Brian's a first responder, and June 29th, he was exposed. Didn't know he was exposed. Exactly 7 days later, started feeling sick with a sinus infection. Thought he was fine, no big deal. Then 5 days later, he loses his taste and smell.
Yep.
And then he pops positive on a test.
Got the test on a Saturday, and on a Tuesday I was told, congratulations, you got the Rona.
And then 2 days later, I got a text saying, congratulations, your Model 3 is ready to pick up.
So,
yeah.
we're not ready to get it.
We were positive, about the whole situation. Basically, I made an appointment to go pick it up for what's supposed to be tomorrow. And they called me a couple days ago, and I told them what was going on, and they basically said, thanks for being honest. We'll put you back in the queue for a week or two, see how you're doing, and then go from there. We obviously could drive to Tampa to get the Model 3, but we don't want to risk anything right now until he starts getting some negative tests. He can't go back to work. We can't do anything in life. So,
isolation is getting to be a little rough for some of us.
For me specifically.
Yeah.
The Tesla process, though, has been really good. I hope this customer service is like this forever, because
I hope the car is the way it's supposed to be when we pick it up, because I've been reading some things online where people have been turning their cars down because the body panel, specifically with the Model Y, but where the body panel's not lining up, or just too many problems to accept delivery. So if we've been waiting this long and then we got to reject it when we get there, that's going to be even more.
But let's give them the benefit of the doubt. It's not them that's delaying us. It's us that's delaying us.
Well, right now it's us. Right now it's us. But whatever could go wrong this month so far has gone wrong, because we got the Rona, we got our house sale delayed, now we got the car delayed.
Positive thing is I did sell my other car to Carvana 2 weeks ago, and that was super easy. Super, super, super easy, Carvana. I would suggest, if you are looking to get a Tesla and they're going to give you a trade-in value of your car, and let me just tell you, it was not good. But I get it. Tesla's not in the business to resell cars, and they're not in the business to lose money either. Carvana gave us pretty much what we owed. I had a Ford Mustang, 2018 Ford Mustang convertible, and they came, they picked it up here at the house. This was before we realized he had the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
It was outside. It was pretty much touchless. so I'm positive he didn't infect anybody. Picked it up, they took it for a test drive, and we signed the paperwork, and 2 days later, my car loan was paid off. So props for Carvana.
That worked out.
Yeah, and I had been looking at their website thinking that maybe we would see like a really good deal on maybe a year used Model 3, but it doesn't make sense to buy used ones right now.
No, they hold their value too much. So one of the things that I was wondering when we got the Carvana experience was because we had some negative equity.
Not much.
Not much. But how do you handle that thing? How do you handle that? Because normally we would go through a car dealership, and obviously negative equity gets applied to new loan balance, is what you always hear on the TV commercials. So what do we have to do? Because it's mostly through a computer, and the only interaction with a person was the guy picking up the car. Basically, we just handed them a cashier's check. So thankfully, negative equity for us was only a couple $100. We just went to the bank, got a cashier's check. He took it with the car, and that was the end of that. So we didn't have to. If you were in a situation where you needed to get rid of a car and you were so far upside down on it that you didn't have a way to get out of the negative equity, Carvana might not be the way to go. But if you can write a check for what the difference is going to be, or if you're not going to have any negative equity, it was definitely
it was an extremely fair price.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to be upside down a couple $1,000.
Like if we would have taken it to a Ford dealer, you can guarantee we would have been upside down a couple $1,000.
Yeah, just like Tesla wanted to not pay us anything for the car. So, I mean, it was thousands and thousands of dollars of difference. So Carvana, definitely look into it. And it's really quick. And you don't have to give them all your information to get an actual quote on your car. And I looked at the quote like 3 weeks prior, and then I looked it up the day before I was ready to commit, and it was 2 different prices, and they gave me a higher price the second time. They say because they're selling so many cars virtually now, everybody's at home, they don't want to go to car dealerships, they don't want to deal with people. So, I mean, may as well take advantage of this while it lasts, because we know it's probably not going to last.
And when we looked it up a week later on their website, and they already had it up, listed for sale for just a little bit more than they bought it from us for.
Yeah, like an $1,800 difference, which
but
is
then
super fair.
They also have the dealer fees and all that kind of stuff you pay on top of that, so they're getting their money.
Yeah.
So they can afford, I think, to give us more money for the car, probably due to their overhead being a lot less than a regular dealership, and still tacking on the dealer fees and the delivery fees and all that kind of stuff to whoever pays for it. So they're still making a couple bucks.
Yeah. And Tesla, I told the woman, I was like, I walked into the other room when she called me, and I was like, well, here, I'm super excited that my car is ready, because she's calling me to get all the financing information, and I'm like, yeah, so?
Here's the deal.
So, yeah. Eventually, you guys will see a video about us picking it up, and I'm going to document everything. And then I'm going to document everything about the car. Like I said, it's going to be a long-range Model 3 with full self-driving, which I'm super excited about because I'm going to be doing a lot of interstate driving here pretty soon because our daughter does sports in another town, which is 35 minutes away on the interstate in Florida. And if you've ever been on I-75 or I-95, you know how dangerous that is. So I'm very excited.
It's
very excited.
It's like a rodeo.
It's like a rodeo. Yeah. Yeah. I imagine that's what's that roadway in Germany?
The Autobahn?
Autobahn is
I think the Autobahn's more control.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, so. Anyways.
So.
Tesla's super easy. The customer service, I have to say, and the Carvana experience. I think other dealerships really need to start looking at this and take note of what they should be doing, because when I bought my Mustang a year and a half ago, it wasn't this easy.
I mean, it was a one-day thing. We just sort of decided to do it, and then we did it. But but we also bought it.
There's no pressure. There's no pressure. It is what it is, you know. And they also didn't keep my deposit. Like Tesla, I asked the lady. I said, now, you know, we're up to like the date of delivery, and I'm having to refuse it. I said, do I lose my deposit? It was only $100, but still $100 is $100. And she's like, oh no, don't worry about it. It rolls right over. Like, this is out of your control, not a big deal. I'm like, perfect.
And I think they know that they're going to sell that car to somebody else.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Right now they're still selling cars.
So it's on the Tampa lot. Might be going home to a new family today.
Or maybe
Not
we'll
our
get it
family.
next week. Who knows?
Maybe.
Not next week, week after.
Yeah, we just need to start getting him back to positive,
Yeah.
negative test results, not positive test
So
results.
far, symptoms, well, I think the symptoms are pretty much gone now as far as the cold stuff goes. But the worst it ever was for me, the Rona, was the head cold type thing, sinus pressure. But I still have some of the loss of the taste and the smell, and I can't, like the breathing. Breathing when we're walking and things like that kind of is a little bit more difficult than it used to be. Kind of feels like I gained about 100 pounds is kind of where the breathing is at, I think.
Yeah, thankfully we're very healthy people. And if you're
Healthy
watching
enough.
this, think about healthy living and healthy eating and supplements and
Yeah.
getting out for a walk every day, like even
That
just a
is-
mile walk.
One thing that we try to do is spend as much time as we could outside, because for one, when I was in isolation, we couldn't really be around each other, and the only way we could be safely in the same vicinity is if we were outside. So thankfully we got a nice outside space where we could be, 6 or 10 feet apart, but at least see each other. And I felt good enough for that.
Me and my kids did not test positive. We all tested negative, which is
Yeah.
really strange because we were all around at his most contagious time per the government, and nothing.
Yep.
A week of isolation is what we
And
did.
the person that was working with me whenever I got it, they didn't get it. So who knows? That everybody was wearing masks, everybody was doing distancing, and
Lysol,
It's just-
so much Lysol.
it's
in
just
this
one of
house.
those things. There is no real science. Well, I mean, there's science, but there's not none of the science is set in stone yet. I don't think. It'll be in a couple years from now when they really figure out how this all works. We'll have more answered questions. But right now, what they say is true doesn't always hold true for everybody, and what they say isn't true sometimes is true for people. So
I think it's good for everybody to hear our story. I finally got on Facebook today and told everybody what was going on. I had really held back because I didn't want to be judged or hear everybody's political opinions or their conspiracy theories,
Yeah.
because people are going crazy right now. I just literally said, listen, this is what it is. This is what you need to look out for and, help us.
no
Isolation
fever,
sucks.
no cough necessarily, but
No, I think you've coughed like 4 times in 3 weeks.
maybe that was when I was choking on food or something. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't lost my appetite. I actually got hungrier.
because your body was
Yeah.
working.
But my activity level went down, so I'm sure I gained a pound or two. Whatever.
Oh, well, no big deal.
Not the 100 pounds it feels like in my lungs.
Yeah. So, with that being said, like, comment, subscribe if you're still watching this video.
What is it everybody says? Hit the bell button
The
so
bell
you get
button.
alerted for
Yeah.
new videos. Hit the
That.
bell.
I don't like that.
That is dumb,
It's
but I just said it,
tacky.
so do it.
But down below, I will put a couple links of our videos. If you subscribe, like he said, you'll get alerted with our new videos. We are going to document our Tesla life, like all those other corny Tesla people out there. I also do videos on Florida virtual school, especially with today's world. Kids are moving online, and I've been doing videos like that for a long time. So check them out in our videos.
And also a shout out to today's non-sponsor, Bella Via Tangerine Seltzer Water by Aldi. They didn't pay anything for this, but I do enjoy the product, and it made me get through the video. So,
If my homemade iced coffee and our
that's
dogs.
the dog.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye.